Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of the Real Estate Mortgage Show. Yesterday was Canada Day, which we had a great time. We went down to the Dunfield Theatre, the Drayton Theatre here in Cambridge, and we watched a show called Canadian Legends. It was great. It was very well done. The talent is just absolutely awesome. Basically, it was a rendition of all the Canadian music legends, and it was just so unbelievable to, almost from the beginning of time, to look at all the different Canadian musicians that had all that success. Anyway, it was fantastic. Andy Kim, Paul Anka, Michael Bublé, Joni Mitchell, Anne Murray, Brian Adams, Tragically Hip. There was just so many. My mind's just trying to blank. But anyway, it was such a great show. Obviously, none of those musicians were at the show, but the performers that did it just did an absolutely phenomenal job. I'm not sure how long that is running. You might want to check out their website, but it is definitely worth watching. Anyway, hopefully July will be a little bit drier than what June has been. June has certainly been a pretty soggy month. May was terrific, but unusually dry. I know I had brown grass in May, and anyway, it certainly wasn't the case in June. June was very, very wet, and it looks like the weather's changing a little bit. Hopefully, we'll get a half decent summer. Of course, being in southwestern Ontario, it's always a challenge whether you're even going to get a summer or not. So, but we've been pretty lucky over the last few years, and hopefully, it'll kick in soon for us. Anyway, this week's topic, something that's very exciting to me, is as of July the 1st, province has allowed us to start using electronic signatures for offers for agreements of purchase and sale. So basically, what that means is you can use a platform such as DocuSign where you can send the client a document in order to be executed, either initialed or signed, and you can do that all on your computer. Yeah, the client doesn't have to print anything out and simply do it all on the computer. Once you execute it, it gets sent back to your agent, and you've got a real firm and binding deal. Hey folks, it's Walter Montero. Just a quick interruption to this week's show. We all know that real estate is a great investment, but wouldn't it be nice to harness the power of that great investment with your RSP? Well, you can. Your RSP portfolio is not just for stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. You can use your RSP to invest in private mortgages. Private mortgages are secured against real property. In our current market, they can yield as high as 14 to 16% return. How does that stand up to what your current RSP portfolio is doing now? To learn more about RSP mortgage investing, go to rrspmortgageinvestor.com. That's rrspmortgageinvestor.com. Let me show you how you can turn your RSP portfolio into a money magnet. That's rrspmortgageinvestor.com. Now back to the show. We've been able to use electronic signatures for listings and that sort of thing, listing documents, but we haven't been able to use it for the acceptance of offers. So this, to me, I think is a real game changer. It's going to make the chasing paperwork a whole lot easier. So be prepared to start seeing some of this stuff going on. And as I said, it's going to be a real game changer, and I'm really looking forward to it. So what I wanted to do, just to make sure that you are clear on the whole protocol, is on our website, which is the podcast website, waltermontero.com/podcast. I'm going to have a link in there, and I think this is episode 43. So I'm going to have a link in episode 43 to a YouTube video. The YouTube video is not mine. It's actually done by a real estate agent out of Utah, and he just gives you a rundown of what you can expect in terms of dealing and executing a contract on the DocuSign platform. So I'm going to post that on there so you can watch it, but it's pretty straightforward. I think when you initially go on DocuSign, you have to register. That's all part of the process and the protocol, so you're going to have to do that. And then once you register, and I don't believe you have to do that again, you just have to use your username and password. But it's going to be a whole lot simpler to be able to execute real estate transactions. I'm really looking forward to using it, making it more convenient for everybody involved, especially when we're dealing with agreements and chasing paper. I think it's going to be a real game changer. Anyway, that is what I'm most excited about and in the real estate business right now, other than the fact that it's been crazy busy. I believe on the Cambridge Real Estate Board there was about $135 million worth of real estate sold in the month of June, and there was a little over 400 transactions. Crazy, crazy busy, and it's great. It's great to see. Interest rates are cheap. I believe the best rate we can get these days is 2.59 for a 5-year fixed. So it's pretty awesome. There's always rate specials going on. So, make sure you check in with Karen just to make sure that you get an actual updated rate. Because even though 259 is a posted rate, sometimes we get a lender that says, hey, we want to put some money out at 249 or 244 or whatever, provided that it closes within a certain period of time. So just make sure that you call her and she will take good care of you. Guys, that's the end of the show. And my phone is ringing, so I probably have to go. And I hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you later. Thanks again for listening to this week's episode of the Real Estate Mortgage Show. If you have any real estate questions, please direct them to me at 519-624-9222 or walter@maximumresults.ca, or you can find me online at www.cambridgehouses.com. If your interests are in mortgages, please feel free to call 519-624-9222 or email Karen at karen@maximumresults.ca, or you can find her online at www.m as in Mary, R as in Roger, financial.ca. Thanks again for listening, and I hope you have a great week.